must be dragged all the cockroaches.
Absolutely.
All the roaches must come on board. And the roaches will not end with Akufo-Addo. Justice Sofa Akufu must speak. She's speaking now.
Yes.
She's a member of the Council of State, and I expect that she will speak to this issue and say that it is not true. She did not give any submission, in which case that doctor must be hauled. Reverend Kusi Boateng must be hauled, because these two may have made false claims against the Chief Justice, who said nothing at the time but can't speak now. She's no longer Chief Justice. She must speak. Now, beyond the land matter, and of course the value of the land must be taken into consideration. You maybe stated a figure about $30 million. $30 million, which the Osu people got nothing for.
Yes.
Which the Osu people who even were finding it difficult to have a palace. I mean, if that place had been used for the Osu palace, I'm sure the Osu people would have been happy. But that's not what the use should have been to. What national purpose could that have served? And that for me is critical. I believe that there were state institutions on it. Judges' bungalows were demolished. Judges' bungalows, some of whom were still in residence. I remember one such judge even resigned because of that. He was being hounded out of that premise. And then know what happened? When they were relocated, and not again, no, Osu land has been taken for this stupid purpose, quote unquote. Then the judges are relocated to land. So I am affected by this decision because they were moved to airport and cantonments. And so our lands there were also, as it were, impacted. That is the land matter alone. Then there were private people also on these whose properties were demolished. We are promoting private businesses, and yet we demolish private property, including businesses, thriving businesses. And some of them have sued the country. And these people would expect to be compensated. Is it Ghanaian taxpayers who are supposed to pay?
Now who?
Or Akufo-Addo and his God? At the end of the day, financial loss has been occasioned. And so now, who must bear the cut? Akufo-Addo is not above the law. And the law must be tried and tested. This is a case, a perfect oral case.
It's a perfect one.
It's a perfect oral case. The land must be retrieved. And sadly, do you know what has happened?
Tell me.
Kusi Boateng and his gang, they are claiming that the land, even President Mahama has no right to question anything about that land. And that the land has been given to them. Can you imagine? And that the project must go on. Hey!
We will sell the land for it.
No, what was going on here? And you see, sadly, you guys in the media, and civil society, I hold you guys responsible for part of the things that are going on in this country. A section of the media will refuse to talk about this. Civil society will not talk about this just because they are trying to protect some particular people and some particular political interests. And you put it even differently about the pastoral interests. Some of the pastors are not going to be responsible for this that has happened because a lot of them spoke. I remember some resigned.
Yeah, some resigned.
And those who resigned said why they resigned. They said they had no control over what was going on. The board had no control. The thing was being managed from the presidency.
Sure.
Now, who in the presidency was calling the shots? No. Was it President Akufo-Addo? Was it Bedi Acho? Who was calling the shots? And I'll take you to the trade fair so we can understand the circumstances of this. There is a parallel, a complete parallel to this in the trade fair, in the Marine Drive, in several other national developmental projects that were undertaken under Akufo-Addo. The same David Ajayi was given contracts, the trade fair contract, to redesign. Yeah. When indeed there was originally a design.
Yeah.
He was again, like this one, paid before he was given even the contract.
How can we do that to us?
He was prepaid, and I had board minutes of the trade fair confirming that, which had been signed by the board chairman and the board secretary, that the gentleman was paid before even her contract was signed.
Wow.
So I'm not disputing at all what the pastors have said in the case of the National Cathedral.
Yes. They said they didn't know anything about it.
David Ajayi, in the case of the trade fair redevelopment project, was not only given the contract, he was handpicked. He was so
yeah.
and imposed. So who did that imposition? If we find the person who did it here is the same person who did it there and elsewhere. Now I'll say again, David Ajayi, in fact, in the case of the trade fair, you know what he did? He and the CEO, they went to see the CEO of the cocoa board to take 50 acres of the land, and they didn't have any plan for what we're going to use for.
You mean David Ajayi himself was taking 50 acres of the land?
He and the
CEO of cocoa board,
the one who Ken Oforiatta personally signed her appointment letter. Gabby's friend, who he brought from Canada.
Oh, I see.
The dentist from Canada that Gabby brought. Ken Oforiatta signed his her appointment letter. In fact, he go and ask your boss. You, the two of you, your boss, Alan Chemantin, was sidestepped and met Alan in his office.
Yes.
Over the trade fair thing, he was totally sidelined. So Alan cannot be held responsible.
No.
In fact, the good news is that Ken has put himself in the driving shoe for the prosecution in the case of the trade fair related activities and exonerated Alan. Because he sidestepped me. He took over control, total. Alan, thank your God for allowing the man to take the burden off you. But I say to you that there were documents that compelled them to abandon the $2 billion investment that they went to sign in Dubai. President Akufo-Addo himself went there.
Yes.
He even dodged McDan, the board chairman. He dodged him. And went to Dubai to go and sign a $2 billion thing. Why did he abandon it? Because the document was sitting at Parliament waiting for him. They abandoned the thing and have shared the land. That is exactly what Kusiwati and others want to do with this land. They want to share the land.
And I agree.
And a company was formed. A company was formed for the National Cathedral, a JV. All sorts of criminals were brought into this thing, including the Hamas group in the US. And I think we must thank Honorable Kujeto for a sterling job that he did in this expose.
Yeah.
He's done fantastically well. He went to the US, traced the people, and actually caught the man in his
some small room. Cannot even take care of it.
We've been cheated in this country for too long. And Akufo-Addo, in fact, when the prosecution starts, it should not be in camera.
No, this one, the constitution does not say it must be in camera. We are not removing a CJ or a justice of the High Court or Superior Court. This one is a criminal matter that we can have access to.
Public
Absolutely. So this one has nothing to do with Togano.
Okay. So Togano, you hear me? We'll watch this one live. Akufo-Addo in the dock.
To be nice.
Cross-examined by Ken Oforiatta, Ajayi, and others. But you see, on a serious note, I think Duncan Williams must be congratulated together with Doug Hayward-Mills and all those who resigned and put their signatures to a document that exposed the rot not only in the National Cathedral but its entire governance architecture.
No, but they have to be prosecution witnesses. I mean,
of course.
Once they resign and once people have been prosecuted, they must elect themselves to be prosecution witnesses so that we can nail them.
Yeah, but you see, then it will be very interesting to see one Pepper and Salt Ministries.
Pepper and Salt, Aye.
Yes, Joyce.
Joyce Aye.
She defended this to the hilt.
Till date, she is defending it.
And it will be sad to see. Maybe we should do community service. We should consider a lot of community service.
So now coming back to that, because there are different dimensions to this conversation,
yes.
And I want to believe that the first submission was just the tip of the iceberg.
Yes.
Now let's delve into the nitty-gritties of the matter.
Yes.
I think you have done so, Prince has also done so, by also drawing into the conversation the relevancy of the trade fair matter.
Yes.
Because, it's not diametrically opposed.
Yes.
They are one and the same.
Yes.
So let's look at the issue of procurement.
Yes.
Because I think it's one of the issues that both of you raised,
yes.
But we've not dealt with it substantially.
Yes.
The issue of so the procurement is one.
Yes.
Number two, the issue of payments which were made.
Yes.
And I don't know whether David Ajayi came in as a local architect.
No, he was a foreign
fantastic.
So
he
didn't have a license.
Yes. That's
the council even raised issues.
Yes. Then for payments to be made to such entities, it must go to Parliament.
Yes. Yes.
So all those ones were not dealt with.
No. Not at all.
So let's get into the meat, the food. Let's eat the food now. Eat the food for me.
You see, procurement. They did not follow any of the procurement laws of the land. In fact, they started paying the man without going to the procurement authority. They had paid him 5 million cedis. They signed the original contract somewhere on the 20th of August 2019. In fact, the administration went to the procurement authority and got approval on the 13th of December 2018. By the 13th of December 2018, they had already paid advanced 5 million plus to David Ajay. You understand? Issue of sole sourcing. Kwame, you know the conditions under which someone will be chosen on a sole source basis. That the services that the person is going to provide is so unique, so specialized, that he alone is the only person in the market. Kwame, the question is, well, in this country, you want to tell me that the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology has been producing architects? They are all dumb. We have useless architects in this country to the extent that every building in this country that we have constructed was designed by David Ajay. When did David Ajay become an architect? But I don't blame him. I blame the so weakened Ghana Architect Council or so for them to allow this thing to happen. Initially they raised issues, but within a few days they compromised. They changed their positions. There were explanations that were offered, so they are good to go. You understand? So in terms of procurement, they have flouted everything of it, and that is how come, in the wisdom of the trustees, they know that the president, as we are all discussing, enjoys some immunity. So when it's 50-50, they say, oh, go and ask President Akufo-Addo. He engaged David what? Ajay. The Nehemiah group do the same thing. They never went through any proper procurement.
Did we? Okay, as Ghanaians, are we also complicit in some of these retrogressive decisions which were taken by the previous administration? I can understand, the bottlenecks that we may have faced.
Yes.
But if you put parity with other countries and how they stand ready to defend the sanctity of the country, if you pull parity with that of Ghana, it appears sometimes we are a little laissez-faire.
No, but I mean,
in demanding real accountability from our leaders.
Kwame, we don't have headers anymore in this country. I'm telling you. You see, people are so much fixated on money.
Yeah.
Money is what is determining our conscience, how we are supposed to behave.
Yeah.
So you will see an elderly defending an obvious nonsense, and you ask yourself, what from this? Didn't we have adults in this country, elders in this country, from within even the NPP administration, for that matter the government, who could have looked straight into the face of the president and said, look, Mr. President, what you are doing is utter bullshit. Excuse my friend this morning. That you are committing a country into a promise that you yourself have with your God. Again, you are making payments. You yourself as a lawyer knows that without any subsistence or concrete agreement, you don't make payment. You started making payment to this effect. Who would do that? Allow me, who is not a lawyer, or PDA, who is not a lawyer, to even do that, for you, the lawyer, to come and advise us that next time don't do this. The lawyer himself, the one who called the law, they call him the law. Is the one who flouted this. So it's that mix, and I believe that going forward, you see, irrespective of your political affiliation, Kwame, one of the things that builds a country is looking straight into your own and calling them out.
Yeah.
When the country develops, it develops for you and I.
All of us, yeah.
Are we happy seeing that? Anytime I'm going to Parliament area and see what they have done, it's an eyesore. It's an eyesore. And one of the problems that I have realized, Kwame, go and read about the baby boomers. This generation of Akufo-Addo's age type.
Yeah.
They were born during the baby booming era.
Yeah.
You know what? They have enjoyed life. Kwame, the millennials and all those folks, we have suffered.
We are suffering.
Our generation, we have suffered.
We are still suffering.
This was a generation that could go on demonstration because they were giving chicken at the university.
Yes.
During their time, they were sleeping one on the various campuses. By the time you will finish university, there's a job and a car. You were starting as a manager. During their time, go to the various campuses. Students are sleeping 30, 40. They don't even have a place. Go to Labaoleshi and Medina and all those areas. Go and see where students are.
Converted all those ones into hostels.
Those that enjoy freebies are now making life hell for everybody. And on top of that, when they are giving resources, they mismanage it. They mismanage it. So clearly, the Procurement Act is what must lead to the prosecution of all those that mattered in this National Cathedral, particularly President Kufuor and Ken Ofori-Atta, because Ken Ofori-Atta was also the one who was making the payments.
Yeah. Without recourse to Parliament, without recourse.
I know one interesting thing. In one breath, they were making some payments in cedis. In another breath, they were making it in dollars. You don't even know which is which. So the Deloitte and Touch, and mind you, as I said, they were commissioned by the national the body self, so they could have even been magnanimous. That is why the angle of having a forensic audit is so crucial. I'm telling you the sort of things that are going to be reviewed. How people will run away.
People are saying that they don't have a lot of trust in the special prosecutor to thoroughly investigate.
No, I agree with them.
Deal with these
I
matters.
agree with them.
Yeah.
I agree because
well, I don't have any evidence whatsoever to back what I'm about to put forward, but the presumption is that it appears, because you see, who was Anas's lawyer?
That was him.
Yes, and against Ken Ejapon.
Yes.
Remember they wanted to kill Ken Ejapon. Remember?
I remember very well.
And he was lawyer to, I believe, Gabi Ochinako or somebody like that.
Yes, they're not particularly
so people are saying that it appears that they put him there just to pretend to be working, to frustrate the process and obfuscate matters.
Kwame, you are not far from right.
Okay.
You are not far from. You see, let's call a spade a spade.
So even all this Ken thing is just a facade.
But if not for that, you and I were in this country recently. 3 of our boys, they call them the game boys.
Yeah.
The what do you call it? The Sakawa, the Fosters. We were in this country when the US brought an extradition order, which was signed on by the Interior Minister, presented to the court, and as we speak, what are the boys?
America.
So who is telling, who is deceiving you that it's so difficult to get Ken Ofori-Atta back to Ghana? Who is deceiving you? Who is deceiving you that? Look, the way and manner they are handling Mustafa Hamid. You understand? As though government money, now all of us have agreed that when you are given an opportunity, just come and chop, and at the end they will use semantics to just blindfold the people of this country. We normalize corruption. And that's why you see almost any young man on our various campuses want to enter into politics. But that is the easy avenue to be a rich person.
Right now, Mahama is not making it easy at all.
No, he has to arrange it.
No, I mean, in terms of even his own appointee, it's not easy for now. People are running away from appointment.
Kwame is public service.
It's public service, master.
You will say.
My brother.
You will say.
You know, people are running away. A lot of people are running. Now, when Mahama calls them, oh, hello, Kofi Menka, and Kwame Totobi. I have this appointment. Take your appointment.
But you probably, when you were growing up, I mean, the constituencies that lived, it was very difficult to even get 2 people contested for parliamentary.
Yeah.
Because it was rather service.
Yeah.
You get my point. But this time around, these are monocrats. They are not Democrats or monocrats.
Yeah.
Who are just there to milk. So in terms of the National Cathedral, Kwame, this is a fine opportunity to clean the system. It's a fine opportunity to call out those that deceive people in the name of God, deceive people in the name of Allah, deceive people with religious connotations. We are in a country where Agrada, by day she is a fetish priest, by night she is a pastor, and we entertain all sort of this. And the National Communication Authority, what are you sitting down doing there? You need to sanitize that this digital space. Go there. Some of them, just I'll give you a lotto number. Go and check, you win. If we give all these people opportunity to deceive the minds of the vulnerable, how can this woman come and tell us that she can't get it, and have men also going there.
Yeah.
Because once you use the name of God, Kwame, when you mention the name of God, Azan people, they will come and behave as though heavens are coming down.
Remember when we were kids, growing up in Asantuma, we had all these magicians. The question is, where are they? All of them. Remember when we were growing up? All the magicians, you go, where are they?
When you got to KJT,
those
times, all the Azans when they realize you are seeing them, look, they used to have this
Adana one.
Adana,
no, is it
the one that they have products in a
oh yes! Now,
now a man, I was going to school, I go to KJT. A man, he had been checking, I was on with the last one, the guy saw TV. So, the guy was jubilated. I want TV. I said, hey, you haven't won TV. It's TV cabin soap. There is a soap in there. Go and see if I can get it. All these people have now gotten into it, and they have read Genesis to Revelation.
Oh yeah,
they are using it to run
to run people. Anyway, thank you, Solo, for that submission. Let me read a few messages, and then we'll look at the next story and the next topic here on the show. Solo will always make you laugh. Interesting. Good morning to you and your family. Skildy, you are doing good service to Mother Ghana. Allah bless you. Alhamdulillah. You say hi to my good friend Solo for me, Alaji Jamatutu. Oh, Alaji Jamatutu. Jamatutu.
The name is so lovely.
It's so lovely. Jamatutu. Quick commercial break. When I come back, I'll continue with the messages and then we'll look at the other issues here on the show. My name is Kwame Usuda, so don't move with muscle. I shall return shortly.
Hello, Madam Bola. How are you and how is Lagos?
Kwame, Lagos Deo. How is Accra?
Accra is fine. We can't complain. Are my fabrics on the way?
Yes, sir. I hope my money is also on the way.
As we speak, my accountant is sending money to you and others at GCB.
Money joins.
That is a lifesaver.
Yeah, Lady D. What's up, baby?
Tia, I got the money.
Oh, that's beautiful. It was fast.
Oh, and guess what? It was so easy and faster than I thought.
I'm busy right now. Let me call you back later, yeah? All right. Love you, baby.
See you soon. Bye.
From country to country, make seamless transactions across Africa with GCB. For more information on parts and how to get started, call toll free on 0800 422 422. GCB.
From that commercial break, you can go over all right, welcome back. I'm looking for the other topic for us to deal with it quickly. MPP unites to rebuild after successful confab. MPP unites to rebuild after successful confab. Let me read a few messages and then I'll start with President Eric J on this one. I agree with Mr. Solo. Nanado should rather be brought to the cathedral site and crucified for deceiving God. Baba from Shagnarigu in Tamale. Dear KOD, I think H.E. Mahama wants to enjoy the goodwill of some of us, some of our Akufo-Addo's cathedral should be scrapped and use aid for something else. However, the so-called board of trustees comprising of the bogus clergymen must be investigated and prosecute them because they are all a bunch of you are saying criminals. Okay, there's no proof yet. About the removal of Tekonu, I can understand why the MPP is crying more than the bereaved because the Tekonu was their bulwark. in the judiciary. KOD, while I'm excited by the sterling performance of HE, I urge him as a matter of urgency to declare a state of emergency on our water bodies and forest reserves to curb degradation of the environment and its concomitant renal diseases. We were told that LI 2462 will be replaced, but we are being hoodwinked by the government. I am proud of your station. Good morning, dear Charles Echampon Seshi Hujebre Humjebre Western North. Thank you, Charles, for your message this morning. It is not worthless wasting precious time. Is it not worthless wasting precious time listening to these micro minority members after using dubious means to impose themselves on us? What legacy did they leave for us? Didn't they leave a bankrupt economy due to their incompetence and corrupt activities? They should shut up. Asanku from Santa Maria. KOD, please kindly tell the president that we shall never accept any begging from any chiefs or friends of him to pardon the MPP criminals who looted the country. George from Ablekuma sent in this one. Good morning to KOD. My name is Kofi Mauritana, lives in Malabo. Okay. The cathedral, Malabo EG, okay. Cathedral project is a scam and all those involved should be arrested immediately. Malabo, Guinea, eh?
Yeah,
Equatorial Guinea, yeah. Okay.
All about that.
My wife was there recently.
Oh, okay. Batazar, that's where the guy.
What do you remember? You're so excited when you mentioned
he has been in prison.
Solomon, thank you. But my heart aches anytime I hear about this cathedral, the wickedness, the thievery, etc. Ekpe from Takrade sent in this one. James Mano says, good morning to you, Pan-African Television, and Kwame. We all know you are now a politician, but let the truth prevail. In terms of financial prudence, what form of government is good for Ghana, military or democracy? Are we not hailing Traore of Burkina Faso? The indemnity clause must be removed to pave way for trying and jailing Akufo-Addo if found involved in any corruption-related issues. Like joke, our insensitivity to this looting spree would lead the country into another uprising. Isaac from Ho sent in this one. KOD, congratulations. Oh, where is it? KOD, congratulations to your panelists. In fact, we are wasting time on this scandal people. Steal cassava and they are convicted with a speed of light. Agash from Akachi. Kwame, please. You are very, very handsome. If you shave, please. Hey, from Ato Kwame in Luton, London. Ato, you mate. Ato, Madame Tude like the beard. I don't know what I do. Prince, LPP National Delegates Conference. What do you make of it?
Was it legal or illegal?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay. Well, two constitutions, one God. The MPP constitution, the Ghana constitution, and the law. The law is what?
The law.
Was there an injunction?
Yes, I'm sure there was an injunction.
And yet they proceeded to have it.
But even when they were in power, anytime there was an injunction, they still proceeded. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, but
they are notoriously known for that. And
yeah, but they injuncted the president and injuncted parliament. I think back in that is.
My brother.
So do they believe in the injunctions? Do they believe in the law? Or the law only when it favors them?
Haven't you noticed that during their tenure, when there were land disputations, even if President Kejé went to court for an injunction, whether interlocutory or interim, they will still flout the injunction. At the time, it went up.
That's correct.
The disrespect for injunctions went up during Akufo-Addo's tenure. So it's telling that they don't respect injunctions, and that translated to other people not respecting injunctions.
Well, very well. I recall when Arise Ghana was going to have its Kumayashi demonstration, and then they went for an injunction and claimed that we had been injuncted, and they insisted we had to postpone it and do it again. Anyway. But I think.
Where's Arise Ghana, by the way?
Arise. So
which we have to do some more.
Arise Ghana is alive and kicking.
Pressure Ghana.
Anyway, so I think that beyond the injunction and the flouting of the injunction, they've had a successful conference.
Yeah.
Albeit with some violence, which is expected of the MPP anyway. Another key feature that I think we all saw were the macho men, the vigilantes. They were back. The MPP vigilantes were back, wearing security, uniform and all that. And there were talks.
You mean the one who talked down at this gentleman? What's his name? What was the name of the organizer? Nana B. Did you see that video?
No, I watched it.
Talk to me.
See the way he's talking to you.
Wait, Nami. Proceed.
You see, hey,
Charlie, politics can change people. I remember Nana B. When I was on Capital TV. He used to have this Benz B that he was like. He used to come on my morning show on Capital TV those days. Nana B. Boy.
You see, I've seen a couple of videos, in fact, several videos, which confirm the fact that not only were the vigilantes back, but the violence is still with the MPP. And I listened to some also actually make pronouncements as to what is to be expected in its the next by-election that's coming up shortly.
You mean Atiwa?
No, that's what it's
Akwetia.
Akwetia.
I remind me of Atiwa.
Yes. So they expect to do it. That's why there was violence there. But he wasn't there though.
No,
he didn't go.
But is he? Look, let me tell you something. Oh, you mean the confab?
No, they didn't go. Kufuor
was not there. Kufuor was not there.
No.
So they've left the party for.
No, I think Kufuor's own was partly because he requested for a postponement and he wanted to be there. They did not want him there. They just didn't mind him.
But
and he felt
right now, if I may, I know it's none of your business, but who are the let's say the stalwarts of the party? Like who are they? You know, those days you mention Alanchemate, Darocha, all those guys. Like right now, who? Is it Danabi? Kodria?
It's Jama Buga. Osman.
Utumi. The names are mentioned are all candidates for jail. You look at Danabi and the NSS. You look at Utumi and his Akunta and Galamsey and his road contracts. You look every name you mention in the MPP right now, Charlie. Jail bed battle. So the party's destiny, for me, that question I can't answer. But I want to see a stronger MPP, and I want to wish them well, even in their future endeavors, because Ghana needs, a vibrant opposition front. Albeit what party do you say you guys are coming up with? You still haven't mentioned the name, right?
No, it's a secret.
Oh, come on! Stop keeping secrets on the set. You break the news.
You will come to us.
Some people try to break the news.
They tried and then they kind of just start somewhere. If you try to break something, you have an issue.
Anyway, so I think that by and large, they've had their conference, they've had amendments to their constitution, all of which points to some mental dissonance.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is they profess something and do the direct opposite. The people are trying to have election, obviously, to bring Bawumia back. That's what, what's it called? The one with the Benz. Nanabi and all those guys currently in office are trying to do. It is open secret. They want to bring Bawumia back. Okay. Now, so they want to have an election whilst they are in office. They don't want to wait for a new crop with a more legitimate mandate to do the election. They want to impose. It is good for them to do that because it will benefit Ghana. Bawumia, no matter what, is bound to fail. However, he's bound to fail even in bigger proportions if they do what they are doing. Because the new set of people will also come with their favorites, hopefully, and try and change the era. Okay? Now, I saw a sad spectacle with Ken, what's his name? Ken Japan, where he and his boys were angry about not being given, the same kind of... Sorry?
The inner perimeter.
Yeah, but you see, he's a flag bearer hopeful, just like Bawumia. All right? And so if Bawumia's boys are being given the opportunity, if Brian's boys are not being allowed, if and the other guy, the one who's built his office opposite Akufado's house.
Communal Japan.
It's a big billboard. Yes, on the road. No, it's just around Akufado's house. So anytime Akufado wakes up,
used to be for Ernesto Taikoni.
Oh, okay. Airtel was occupying that.
So that's what it is for Ernesto. So I'm sure he bought it.
He wants Akufado to wake up.
We were selling.
You know what?
Oh, you were selling?
Yeah, we were selling.
Kabla had gotten money to buy it. Last year, maybe he has rented.
I don't know, maybe, yeah.
He has rented.
No, but he wants Akufado to wake up every morning to see his face. You know? Anyway, but you see, I know why he wants Akufado to see him every day, because he sacked him. Now he's coming back to come and make sure that he takes the party from him. Now, you see, for me, their conference is a lesson for the NDC and other political parties on what not to do. And I think there are some few lessons also to be drawn on what to do. Now, if the NDC is minded to have an early conference, it would help in one way, but it would be negative. Just the same way currently these people in opposition are trying to quickly mend the fences, which are not mendable because people are choking. People are really choking. And the way the choking is going, I don't think the fences that they are hoping to mend will come. For example, and I'll give you a few examples. When it comes to the breaches and procurement relating to various contracts, you think Mustafa Hamid, people didn't choke him?
Yeah.
They choked him from within. A lot of the information that's coming. Oh, people are choking. So any conference will not cure the choking. But some people want to be left off the hook. Some people did not get enough, and some didn't get at all. So this attempt to have an early conference, the final objective will work. That's bringing the party together so that the kind of prosecutions that we expect will not happen. They think that if we are not careful, if they delay and the prosecution starts, they will not have a candidate. Because Baumia, if you look at the kind of contracts that were awarded from his office directly, his hands writings are all over some of them, and so he's a candidate for prosecution.
No, let's go into there were some reforms that occasioned the confab.
Yeah.
But those are old reforms. Predating 2020. Most of the reforms were predating 2020 elections.
Yes.
So why now?
No, but the point is that it is an attempt to revitalize the party.
Revitalize?
Yes.
Is there any vitality?
Because as we are all aware, now the party is in some strange abyss, you see, and they need to try and crawl up again. So it is important that they make some amendments and adjustments to cater to the needs of, if you like, the current group of leadership that the party. But you see, there is an interesting twist to this conversation. I read a post that was posted on Facebook by my very good friend, the former PR for Education Ministry, Kwesi Kwarteng.
He's also another candidate actually.
Who
he's got some contracts.
Who was very, very pained by the way things, panned out in respect of the treatment that was meted out to the potential aspirants, right?
The potential jailbirds.
That Dr. Mahmoud Baumia was given preferential treatment over the others who had, but went ahead to indicate that the possible leader of the party is not by reason of access being granted to one of them within the inner perimeter, but it is as a result of the communal support that the grassroots will give to one who they think can lead the party into 2028, right? So, what essentially he was trying to suggest is that, yes, you can do all the machinations. You can rubber stamp, you can, if you like, pre-plan events and actualize them. But in the final analysis, the real persons who are to determine who will lead the party are the grassroots.
No, but that's what they're trying to engineer. They're not going to use the real grassroots.
But the truth is, and maybe when Solo is advanced, maybe he may touch on it. But the truth is that, and Prince do touch on that as well. I think there is a little confusion you know, in comparing events which occasioned during the era of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia. I think that they are beginning to confuse the two. And I say this because Akufo-Addo at one point was rubber stamped to become the automatic leader of the party. Right? I think that they want to follow that trajectory, but are refusing to acknowledge that the events at the time or the exigencies at the time
are different,
are far apart from the exigencies of now. And therefore, the attempt to rubber stamp Dr. Bawumia may not yield.
Well, may or may not. As for the MPP, anything is possible. I would not put it past MPP to get Bawumia elected. In fact, in the last election, Bawumia's percentage should have been far less than what he got, even though I expected him to scale the fence like he did. Bawumia is not a popular person. Bawumia is not a die-in-the-wool MPP person. He's not got any proper roots in the MPP. He's not a Dankwa Buzia nor even a Dombo person. And when I say Dombo, I'm sure you know exactly what I mean. They just used him and his northern upbringing or whatever to kind of resurrect a certain Dombo trajectory without that they didn't even have any bearing. Then they tried to use his religious card as has become part of their character, whipping up and doing some funny calculations that, if there are, let's say, 70% Christians in Ghana, if we have this, therefore this, as though people vote zombie kind of voting based on what their pastors tell them or what their chiefs tell them. Yes, there may be some influence there, but that is not it. So I think in the same vein, if you take the calculation down to the grassroots, like they're trying to, the grassroots think. But these guys are not, and as I said, I beg to differ. They don't want to wait for that time where there will be fresh elections, where the base of the party would have been elected, a new base. So they're trying to use the current base that they have kind of fed. They fed some people for some time. Yeah. They've used them for some time. And they think that they have loyalty on that part and therefore can use that to push Bawumia across the fence. But it will not materialize. There's nothing like quality vote. There's nothing like quality vote. Your vote is one, unless you vote multiple times. All right? So the quality of the National Executive's vote is not the same. So it's the same as that of the original, or whoever else is allowed to vote. What they are relying on also is the DCs and other persons. So you see that, for example, in an attempt to launch their various flag bearership, campaigns or whatever, Seliken and Bawumia were trying to court MPs. MPs, how many? 88. Then somebody goes for DCs, 200 or something. Then it turns out, it's not true, this and that. Even those scenarios are just optics. And sometimes it pisses off other people, because if you end up buying Mr. A, and you don't buy me, do you have my vote? So that is where the monetization issue comes in. Unfortunately for them, most of them have stolen enough of our wealth as it's coming out. They have a lot of money. Even at the Congress grounds, it became an issue of flaunting of wealth and all that. And then they say Ken has given $4 million and this person has given, so like, the same with this and at one Abdekman North. Then this person has donated this. Then it came to the bailing of even with me and other people. This person has done this. Look, at the end of the day, what they are doing is they are really helping the FIC. They're helping IOCO to see those who still have a lot of our money in their coffers, and it will help around in a big way. So for me, that part is fine. But I don't think that it will yield the results that you are talking about.
I'm still calling on oral. And I would need the generality of the Ghanaian people to support me in this call to the office. What's the oral cry? Oral is to create an account, a special account, a special oral account for the purposes of receiving monies which are being returned to the state. And I said this against the backdrop of the assertion which was made by the Attorney General, Dr. Ayine, in respect of the fact that some people are paying back monies they stole from the state to the state. Now, I am saying this because we need to track it. You may decide not to mention names, no problem, we don't care about that. But once you have said that people have started paying, let us know into which accounts those people are making the payments, how much of those payments have been received, what those monies are going to be used for. It is important. We need to have the data, and also we need to be given either weekly or maybe monthly updates on payments which have been made, how much of it has been made, and where those monies have gone, whether it's gone back to Bank of Ghana chest or government is using it for other products. Projects. We need to know. It is important.
What are the houses?
What you said?
What are the houses and the lands?
No, so all those. Hold on. No, I mean there is because the Attorney General made this statement that some people are paying back.
No, I understand
those monies, and I'm saying that it is not enough that you tell us that people are paying. You see, those days of people coming to just make statements, blanket statements are over.
Yeah, I agree.
You see, and even for most of the profit-owning state-owned enterprises, it is important that they make those declarations publicly.
Yes.
So, for instance, if you go to Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority,
use Georg,
or
for good reason.
or GIHOC, GPHA, and several other state-owned enterprises. They need to be giving us quarterly updates.
Yes.
As to what profits they've made, what losses they've made, how they intend, if they've made losses, to deal with those matters, in the next quarter.
Yeah,
it is very important.
But the reason I said that,
I want us to
Operation Recover All It is not only about the monies.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
In stating the account,
so those lands must also
the lands that are being recovered, the state assets, all kinds of assets that
must also. So the weekly or monthly updates are very important.
And fortnightly, I think that's fine.
It's very important. Good morning, Pan African Television. The architect David Ajayi should be reported to the British Architecture Regulator. I believe some of the actions in the National Cathedral in terms of procurement are criminal and unethical. In UK, these things will not be allowed. It needs to be reported. Eslim Sewonu says, hello KOD, my name is Eslim. I'm watching you from Mountain in Brescia in Italy. Have a good day. Have a good day to you. Abina Pofu, good morning to you, Kwame. Oh, Abina, good morning. How are you? Joel Bugum Kadigtanga Akamfiri. Nana Akufo-Addo is an epitome of deception and corruption. Abdul Kadre Karim Haruna. Assalamu alaikum, guys. Walaikum salam. Mohammed Hamiz Huzev for Solomon Owusu. Okay. Musaba, 12 Ghanaians genuinely support the reckless use of $97 million to build a big hole in the name of cathedral. Then that person probably needs serious deliverance. Patrick M. Ingetia says, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Pedro Maldina Cruz, watching and doing the listening loud and clear inside Indianapolis, Kumasi, Tanoso, Kesbin Junction. All right. Thank you very much. Few messages and I come solo on this MPP matter and we wrap up the show. I learned Tafenyoma King said in the conference that the NDC government is a failure. We will definitely come to that. I wonder why the MPP is in a hurry to come back to power again. What are they coming to do? To cause more mess or to destroy the economy? The more due to the economic corruption or what? Asanko from Santa Maria sent in this one. This one's a KOD. You are on point. The NDC must pay you for the consultants, especially the communications team. Solomon Owusu would disagree with that vehemently, with all the venom in his veins. Is Movement for Change man speaking for his party or speaking for the NDC party?
For Ghana.
We are speaking for Ghana. And sometimes I tell people that if you have not spotted any ill, why do you speak ill? Why do you want to condemn when there's nothing to condemn? Really,
politics they are used to.
But it's a very foolish politics.
No, we have to.
Very foolish politics.
They must be used to that.
The valiant is still in the MPP. The former CJ is more political than a judge. We don't care if MPP unites or not. They can only be considered in 2036. Thank you, sir.
But need to correct him.
This one says,
people have been saying CJ.
Oh.
She's suspended. She's not for.
Add the total. So I think this one is for you. Add the total cost of the judges' bungalow.
Yeah, the cost of the
bungalow demolished.
Yes.
To the total cost so far invested in the swimming pool, purportedly the foundation of the cathedral, and charge all who acted in cahoot to put the whooping sum of money to total waste. From Ike Tanyibenyeho. You know what? Sometimes I feel like we should just ask these people to pay by the monies.
No.
Good morning to you, KOD, my King Solomon. I propose a name for our upcoming party, New Age Movement. Good morning to you, Kwame. Please tell Solo I always blame him for communicating for Akufo-Addo, supporting his bad deeds to be the right thing when he was in MPP.
That's the same way the person wrote it to.
What he's telling us now. Have a good day. I'm Francis from Akweteman.
Yes, yeah.
Good morning to you, Panathican team. More grease to the president's elbows for cancelling fuel allowances of his appointees. We'd like to hear something about the drastic reduction in salaries and other allowances of the CEOs of the state-owned enterprises.
Hey, this guy.
Okay, I can't comment on this matter. I'm conflicted, so I will not.
Wait. Do anybody write about the?
Good morning to you, sir. Please, how much was the exact money that the MPP say they chop? MPP that they say MPP chop concerning the cathedral project. Please, we don't believe a black one. Who do you believe? You believe your party members? Kwame Esquire, what is Bawumia saying? To prosecute Ablekuma, not violence? You should shut up and first prosecute Ayawaso West Wagon. Kofi from Uti region. No, Kofi. Which part of Uti are you from? Hey Hamza, you won't look for your brother. Alhaji Hamza and Pig Farm says, good morning to you, my brother. Wow, looking so gorgeous this morning. Thank you. My brother, just last week, the minority walked out of parliament when issues of the late Honorable Ernest Kumi was raised. They even described the issue as insensitive. My brother, I stand to be corrected. All of those who spoke at the MPP conference failed to mention the name of the late Honorable Ernest Kumi. And even not a minute silent was observed in his honor. This double standard and the hypocrisy must stop. And according to Dr. Bawumia, when elected as president, he will investigate and prosecute those found guilty in Ablekuma North violence. The question here is, the vice president was in power for 8 years when 8 people lost their lives in Techiman South. People were beaten at Ayawaso West Wagon by-election, and an MP was slapped in the face. What has Dr. Bawumia done about it? They should give us a break. We have a country to govern. Watching you with keen interest, my brother. Hamza, thank you. All right, let me do one more WhatsApp message, and then I'll come to Solo.
Now, this is talk about the president's promise fulfilled over the weekend. On the
this one says, this one is from Charles Thompson. Charles says, head must roll. William Nyako says, good morning to you, KOD. Watching you live from Pago Pago, the capital of America, Samoa. Okay, so the Samoans.
Yeah.
All right. Charles Thompson says he has done nothing wrong and he was paid for his work. Unfortunately, corrupt reading officials should be held liable, not David Ajayi. All right, good morning to KOD and the panelists. You look gorgeous, bro. Efo Fafa in Kwanta Uti region. Oh, all right. I'll be coming to Uti region very soon. You know, I'm from Akabuem. Close to Jessica. So who doesn't know my hometown? Unfortunately.
Very nice name. You go there.
We have to go there. Anyway, so you have listened to Prince Eric J expand. You know something, when I mention your name, I get confused.
Why?
I feel like I'm mentioning that Eric J boy's name.
Why do you say boy? He's a young man.
Do you want me to say things on here?
No, I beg you.
So let me come to my big brother Solomon Fire Owusu on this MPP. He's serious. MPP must return to no. Somebody said they have united. The confab has united the MPP party.
That's right.
And they are ready. Listen their boots. And I'm sure the one who's going to be heralding the fight is Dr. Bawumia. Sitting, there's I used to have this, So Dr. Bawumia will be sitting in his ivory tower.
Yes.
Looking down on the grassroots.
Yes.
Shouting, ye beloved members of the MPP, I want you all to elect me as the flag bearer of the new patriotic party going into the 2028 election. Those are some of the side talks. I can assure you that this year we are going to fight to kick out the incompetent NDC administration. Then they will be like, yeah, oh Ghana. Anyway, so
you don't have much time, but what I was
for you, I have 10 minutes.
What I would say is that
for me, you give 1 minute.
Yeah,
I have an invitation to make.
I see.
To the great movement. The movement. The movement.
The movement. Kwame, I mean, what happened over the weekend was just an extension of Bawumia's campaign team, who gathered and then invited others to join, who also foolishly entertained it, got themselves involved to legitimize what they did. From security to organizers to everybody who was playing a leading role belongs to the Bawumia team. So they had just planned a program for themselves and only added the Kens and Kos who couldn't process well. So when they went there, what happened? Ken was struggling to get access inside. They were fighting with the police. All the security guys that belong to Bawumia, so they will not allow you access. And I saw Ken struggling out there on the Scottish and I was there, Bema Emre. Because politics is not about brand, it's about the brain, it's a brain work, it's strategy. And they should have known it. I had picked Intel about 3 weeks ago. That was just going to be the business, the usual business. They would deny all of them access inside and allow Bawumia to be behaving as though he's the flag bearer. What is the locus of Bawumia today in the MPP? What is his locus? National Delegate Conference, the one that is mandated to be the face is the party's national chairman. As we speak, the chairman says he's sick, so he's somewhere. So the first vice chair, Bute, should have taken control, taken charge. What was the business of Bawumia going on the field, greeting? He was only greeting his people.
No, he couldn't finish the thank you talk.
No, and so he's continuing the thank you business. And so I realized that the other candidates really they are not seeing what we know. You know, the likes of Ken, I have said that they are only partakers. The last time
partakers or observers?
Observers. The last guy said, "Oh, look, I'm not like Alan, who will sit down. I will give the answer. No, you don't understand what you're talking about." Paragraph 5 of Fat Kwesi, the thing that you say are referring to, speaks volumes. It says, most importantly, let's not forget that this same staged settings and optics is what led us into the most humiliating electoral defeat in our party's history in the Fourth Republic. If this is the same path we are going down again, then it's obvious you haven't learned any lessons. We probably should be considering taking a class at the Patriotic Institute. This is this is a spokesperson for Kennedy Japan's campaign. He went there, he was denied, if I had to struggle to get inside. And now cutting himself, and now speaking the mind of his candidate. Kennedy Japan, who a year ago had told the entire world that he was told like Alan, who will sit down. Now you are sitting down. These were the things that when we were in the MPP, we were telling them that it was just not right. I heard people say that this is a template that they will always use.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, in the main election, they will humiliate them. Because I can tell you that more than 70% of the delegates that they claim to be delegates, they are not necessarily, they are ghost people. They will just go and find people to go and vote. Just like they did yesterday. You know what they did? The accreditation. They just went shopping in town. They met BDA. They realized that you have nothing to do. They will give you the accreditation to come and behave as though you are a delegate. They throw them there, then they give them specific instructions. Go and shout. We want Baumia. Can you imagine a party that was saying uniting to recapture? They were dividing themselves busily there. On the ground, they were busily insulting Kennedy Japan. The only person they were insulting was Kennedy Japan. The rest, they didn't even mind. They don't book them. They don't see them. Tell you, Kennedy, you have insulted everyone in this party. Now you want to lead us. These are people who have no clue about the MPP, but they have just been taken there to go and do the destructive work. What was the role of Samira Baumia on the field? Haji Alaji, they go there and go and say they do this law sign. So it's a lost cause. But we wish them well. We need viable opposition. They are going to be in opposition with my party. And that is where the showdown is going to be.
Showdown.
So they should just relax. A day or 2 days before the conference, people went to court. Remember Afenyo's position with the speaker?
On injunction.
On injunction. You see, these people are so dishonest. Dishonest people.
Let me think about it.
Yeah. Afenyo had gone to court that injunction, and then he was blaming the speaker of having violated. Someone goes to court. And in fact, this guy has a stronger case. Because in the NPP's constitution, from Article 5 to 10, you cannot go and hold a national delegates conference. So you are not done with the constituency delegates conference, regional delegates conference, because is very simple. Common sense will tell you that you are going to discuss matters at the national level. So those matters have to be discussed at the local levels, that's the constituency. Then each constituency will form an opinion. You send it to the region for the region to also take a stand or decision on all the issues. So when you come here, it's not here that we are going to deliberate. Each region has its own positions.
But they didn't even deliberate, they voted.
Voted.
They said the eyes have it. The eyes have it.
And how did you come to that conclusion?
That thing was so strange.
So they have gone to town to go and
the eyes have it.
That thing was so strange.
On the nose, the nails.
Yeah, the nails. No, you are right.
No, but this was a certain
rubber stamp.
They are done. They are done.
They overthrew the whole constitution.
So you still agree with Alan Chematin's position that at the time it was a declining party. Now it appears it's a declined party.
No, it's a collapsed party. Let me tell you, a lot of people have left the party in their heart. Just like Boache Dako said, the manifestation of it will come very soon. I'm telling you. Because what they are doing, just forcing or pushing, imposing Baumia on the people is what is even annoying them the more.
So on behalf of...
No, I'm not done, please. Alent Afenyo King said in the conference that this NDC government is a failure. A government that is reversing your ATM mess is rather a failure. $97 million just to dig a hole is an achievement. But paying fees for all level 100 tertiary students is rather a failure. Taking the dollar from 4 CD 80 pesos to 17 is an achievement. But bringing the dollar from 17 to 10 is rather a failure. Imposing e-levy, betting and COVID-19 taxes on us is an achievement. But removing those taxes is rather a failure. Ghanaians are now very wise. Your lies will make you valuable again. The MPP is a criminal enterprise. In some jurisdiction, majority of those who formed part of Akufo-Addo's government for the past 8 years would have been lined up and shot dead. Bimbal from Pasa Uti region. And I didn't read this message initially. You sent me and said, we in Oti are very angry with you. Hey, Maza, me also me feel too. Can I be angry with myself?
The confusion, the people of Oti, they must calm down. They must calm down.
Yeah. Hello, KOD. What I don't understand is why does Baumia parade his wife at any given opportunity? Is the only one who has a? Is he the only one who has a wife or a master?
He's got two. He's got two wives.
Abdulaziz in Accra.
No, but you know he's got two wives.
Abdulaziz.
The wives are you?
No, he's
got two wives. I've got two wives.
For Kofi Agba from Ho, please. When would the tenure of MPP executives end? Ghana is and will remain ready for a Fulani first lady. Let the clearing agent come to clear the culprits who are being unraveled. Now, Is he not fit to be charged with conspiracy or aiding and abetting? Do the needful OSP from Ike in Ho. Good morning to you, Shea KOD Esquire. I don't want to call the thing National Cathedral. It is Nana Cathedral because the world's biggest pool has nothing to do with the nation. I believe Danado loved the songs of Maxi Romeo and he was inspired by the lyrics, stealing in the name of the Lord. Yes. So he decided to rob us in the name of the Lord. I swear they should pay for every coin they've stolen. Oral must work. My brother BB from Musuku sent in this one, and I've just seen a graphic publication of Mr. Kwesi Pratt Jr., Nana Dankwa Kufuado at the time he had hair, and then Rudolph von Bomos, MD of Provident Insurance Company Limited, at the funeral rite of Mrs. Effie Cromer, who was mother of von Bomos. That's so interesting. Mr. Pratt also was looking very young, eh? Hey, Charlie, the young shall grow. Very nice picture. Charlie, the three of them, you can see they were very guy. Tall guys. Yeah, they were guy. Hey. All right. Prince, I'll let you do what you want to do. Let me just read the one. If you don't prompt him. So, okay, I think I've done well with the messages. I've been on for read the message already. Musabatu I've read. Charles I've read. William Nyako I've read. Charles Thompson I've read. Odikru I've read your message. Yeah, Prince, what do you want to do?
I've been there, your father-in-law's thing. It's my turn to do my part.
Of course. We can give you the full support.
You're invited anyway. Alan is not here,
yes,
but his vice presidential candidate is here, and as a very major player in the movement,
yes,
I want to invite the movement,
yes,
to a movement,
yes.
The just say that's the last two, is respectfully inviting you to witness and grace this year's La Seng. That's the Stool Yam Festival.
Okay.
At Lumoshishikwe. Yes. On Saturday there'll be the fire. Yeah. What do you call it? Friday.
All right.
There'll be the fire. That's the fetching of the water from the Jubilee, and then the Pishi. That's the Wikipedia.
Water is called what?
Then
Liar.
Fire. That's what the fire. Fire is to go. Fire is river. To go and fetch water is fire.
Okay.
Then Pishi, not Pishi.
It's okay. We'll give you just 2 seconds.
And the last
you are
one
talking plenty.
Is the
Have you paid for this?
I'm paying with my sweat equity. Sweat equity on air. So the DEBA is at 3
That's your sweat equity pay for the bills.
I know it's more, you get mileage. This one, I'm done. You are a resident, citizen.
Because I'm on your land.
Yes,
very good morning to KOD. MPP as a party, they are very wicked people. They have sacked over 40 people from work last year at GRA, and we are in the house suffering. The party will know no peace. We need your help, KOD. Charlie, as for this GRA matter, people have been sending me messages, calling me as though I am a member of the NDC or that I know people who employ people. The truth is that I've been receiving CVs, and so please, some of the CEOs, I beg you, if you have some small what is it called, vacancy in your organization, KOD, me too, people have been coming to me, so please at least give me some 222. Let me also give some people. Let us find the names of those killed during the 2020 election at Achiman and start commemorating them as martyrs of democracy. Kweku Jinyame from Freedom Center, Kweku, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you.
Status reports.
Martyrs of democracy. I mean, yeah, Independence Square, anywhere, wherever.
It should be put at the court, their place,
or maybe
side by side.
No. We put it at the
headquarters next to the EC.
So we put it at headquarters of EC. So that every time when the new EC comes, they say, no.
The cathedral, that's what I feel.
Papa, let's say what? Hey, good morning to Solo. Keep on. Hey. This is the ambassador at large, Alaj's wife, who was given the contract for $50 million for food to feed the All African Games. After the games, they had a party. This man will definitely go to jail. Papalin Jones, hey, you have actually sent a picture of Asantebe Dieto and a wife. Look, me and Solo petitioned the Office of the Special Prosecutor. They refused to respond to us until after Akufo-Addo exited. They called us and we said, we don't have time. It's true, because we went and petitioned them over this All African Games expenditure.
They never mind.
They never called
I
us.
disagree with you for not going.
Oh, Master,
It has no expiring date.
there's not. So they should investigate.
But you don't know, you're a citizen of Ghana.
But
Be a citizen.
So why did they refuse to investigate?
You are sure
You are sure at the time that you want to.
The secretariat is said that the All African Games Secretariat, the ministry is there. They should go for
So
it.
you want mediators to work?
We have petitioned. They should investigate. Invite them.
That's what they have been paid for.
President Ekede, thank you very much. So,
So see,
he doesn't understand.
Saturday, yeah?
Yeah.
And let me extend a voice of appreciation to all those who found the time to watch us this morning. A big thank you to President J for your time, your sweat equity. A big thank you to Solomon Owusu for your fire equity. But most importantly, a big thank you to you, the viewers, for spending your morning with us. We are extremely grateful to you. And to Bless Headman Alomaso, or Kuku Alomaso, you've been doing a very wonderful job. I've been getting feedback from some very important people in this country that you are doing very exceedingly well. So kudos, continue, produce the show well. And to all those at the MCR, thank you very much. Sometimes you guys, you put us on air without us knowing. But nonetheless, we appreciate you. We love you so much. And to all our social media, the social media team, we also say a big thank you to you for doing a yeoman's job. My name is Kwame Usudanso, Esquire. You can call me Champion KOD. And I always respond, sure. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Hello, Madam Bola. How are you and how is Lagos?
Procurement. Lagos day. How is Accra?
Accra is fine. We can't complain. Are my fabrics on the way?
Yes, sir. I hope my money is also on the way.
As we speak, my accountant is sending money to you and others at GCB.
Money don't enter.
That is a lifesaver.
Yeah, Lady D. What's up, baby?
Tia, I got the money.
Oh, that's beautiful. It was fast.
Oh, and guess what? It was so easy and faster than I thought.
I'm busy right now. Let me call you back later, yeah? All right. Love you, baby.
See you soon. Bye.
From country to country, make seamless transactions across Africa with GCB. For more information on PABs and how to get started, call toll-free on 0800 422 422.
GCB, your bank for life.
How would you some look fast? Baba, me again. Let's go, Yale. Me call you, ma'am. Who hear me? Mentally, I sent my friend a doctor when I'm crossing over. See what we saw. She has malaria. Malaria? Oh, what they say with the router? Me copy the absence here. A drone a friend router mixer. You come malaria draw and running router. Some
Gaftrap and the draw ku abaso body ase. Wabo router mixer abaso. Router natural products no ne router mixer. Ya e dikutia a trick. Router tonic and the router life wa. E huhuru e feel srade bone e fi nipadua mu. Let's support the immune system no. Router de obi ase ye. FDA age dwede nkra to ya to.
This is Swift Africa.
Fire.